Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our video. Today's video, we're here for Bakemonogatari, the finale. So let's hop into this. I'm excited. Last episode we ended with a crazy cliffhanger, which I called, to be fair. I was on top of my shit last episode where I theorized that Hanekawa, part of her stress was that she liked Aranagi, and someone made such a good comment referring to the fact that that episode 12 is part of the Tsubasa Cat arc because it aids in understanding the building stress in Hanekawa's mind. Once we get to this episode, you realize, oh shit, you know that date and it's so wholesome and everything's going so great for Aranagi, but in the background, Hanekawa's not ever mentioned once in that episode. But the reason it is part of her arc is because it plays into what's going on here. That's so good. That's so fucking good. So we're gonna see where we go in this episode. The cat here, cat deity, cat oddity has come in and told Aranagi that if he was to date Hanekawa and confess his love, it would stop her stress big time, because obviously she probably has other stressing factors, but it would be enough to get rid of the cat deity and let Hanekawa go back to normal life, which is crazy. So yeah, I think my thing about the vampire charm, I'm pretty sure I was correct in saying that it's bullshit. It's just made up. Hanekawa made it up as a way to excuse and, you know, put down her own feelings of like, no, I'm not actually falling in love. It's just this charm ability that Aranagi has that's making me feel like this or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna see where we go in this episode, because I don't think Aranagi would do anything to hurt Senjogahara, so I wonder what the solution to this is gonna be, because I don't think he'll get with Hanekawa, because I stated this last episode many times, Senjogahara would, one, kill him for doing anything like that, because she has full trust in him, and if he breaks that, she would kill him. And also, it's not, I don't think it's within, I don't think Aranagi would do that to her. But we'll see what the solution ends up being. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now that further is up straight into Bakemonogatari episode 15, or the finale of Bakemonogatari. Oh god, the lights flicker and still up here on the rooftop. Love is something to be stolen without hesitation. Whoa. Love, that's a crazy line, and also there's just static that plays while that line shows up on screen. That's not creepy at all. But whoa, not everyone is capable of that. Okay, that's an interesting line. Talking about how, you know, love is something to be stolen without hesitation. If you love somebody, go for it, or something like that. But not everybody's capable of that, Hanekawa being one of those. She can't approach Aranagi knowing that he's dating Senjogahara. Oh god, the scissors. What do you get to say to that, Aranagi? I talked about it last episode as well, but another reason that Aranagi wouldn't get with her that I didn't talk about in the intro is because of the way he views her. He already said he doesn't look at her romantically, but also he views that he has a huge debt to her, which is immediately blocking and barring any romantic feelings from getting through that wall that he has set up in his brain, because he feels like he owes her a debt. So I talked about that extensively last episode as well, so I won't go too deep into it, but you know how that plays into the fact that Senjogahara, he doesn't feel he has any debt with her. He just helped her of his own volition. He wanted to, and then they ended up sprouting romantic feelings from that. Ooh, hello, Senjogahara. Did she make a little Aranagi cutout? Oh, the scissors. Is that just a real pic? That literally just looks like a real picture of scissors down there. That just looks like real scissors. It's so realistic looking. There she is at the school, just having full faith in him. It's definitely not a joke. Yeah, I'm glad she's acknowledging how stupid she is. Yeah. This OST too. Triangle, a love triangle. Oh god. Oh god. You must just be mistaken. Nah, this cat deity oddity is literally a part of Hanekawa. It knows. It could ever misunderstand her. Yeah. Yikes. Showing it off in front of her. Oh god. Jesus! And that's, yeah, and that's got the stress extra high because he keeps, you know, talking about dating Shinjo Gahara and things like that. What are the words she just sent at him? Oh, they didn't subtitle it. Her headaches didn't stop at all. Yeah, of course she is. She's a good person. Like, I know Araragi is trying to just come up with any solution where she doesn't like him, you know, because he doesn't want to, you know, accept that that is the truth. But because she's a good person, she's not gonna come in and just try to, you know, fucking get Senjo Gahara out of the picture to be with you. She's going to, you know, just stifle her feelings and outwardly root for you two, even if inwardly she's in love with you. They only got worse and worse. Yeah, the headaches just continue to get worse and worse. You're giving me this. I feel sick. Ooh, yeah, she's been giving you advice for your own relationship when she's in love with you. Oh, god damn. This had disorder there. Whoa. Whoa, that's an interesting visual there. 3 of Haranagi. Could work up against to steal someone's mate. Yeah, no. What have I done? This one's blue here, but yeah. That's so unlike Hanekawa. It's yeah, obviously. Like the beginning text mentioned. Yep, love triangle. She couldn't even let a single hint of it slip. I would say the bike scene with them is letting it slip if you are able to look into it deeply enough about her talking about the vampire charm shit is her letting it slip. But I don't know, you couldn't pick up on that. I don't know everything, I just know what I know. Yeah, repeating that line over and over again. Oh, well, no, I wanted that line might be the flashest? The fastest flash so far. Holy shit, it's literally on frame for like a single... It's on screen for like a single frame. Jesus, I can't speak! I no way of knowing if Hanekawa... Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna see these. I don't care what you people say, but you don't have to see them all. I'm gonna see them, damn it! If that girl decided to hide her true feelings, even Shinjo Gahara wouldn't be able to tell. But dense... Oof. This is crazy. Holy fuck. This is a trip here. All these visuals and everything. Oh, come on! I'm sure there's so much meaning in these visuals here that flash by. Live action, but what the shit? Whoa. Dense. What the fuck was that visual? So her plans after graduation too. Oshino must have had some influence on her, but you could also look at it as Hanekawa Tsubasa's epic journey of heartbreak. And she started having headaches too right after we talked about our plans. Yeah, when Araragi declared he was going to go to the same school as Shinjo Gahara, and literally was acting or was asking Hanekawa to help him study to you know be able to go to the university with her. This, you know what, I'm gonna let the scene play out and I'll go back. I'm interrupting the atmosphere too much. Oh man, I feel so bad for her. She's just kept it caged up this whole time. Ooh. Tsubasa Cat Part 5. Into the opening there. Okay, now let's go back and get the rest of the text and things like that. Holy shit. What a trippy fucking scene. As they're just playing her saying, I don't know everything, I just know what I know, over and over and over again. Okay, that was the end of it. The last bit that I keep fucking missing is the one after this. And that time she closed her eyes and tried to kiss me. Huh? Okay, yeah, we missed something. What do you mean that time she tried to close her eyes and kiss you? What the fuck do you mean by that? We have not seen something like that occur. Alright. Quite a beginning to this episode. Holy fuck. I can see why this opening is called Sugar Sweet Nightmare now. Yikes. Not as much as an angel as you think I am. I'm gonna really pay attention to the lyrics here. These shining feelings are really evil spirits. What an interesting way to put it, because it's just like cursing her at this point because she can't be with him. Oh, and they even show the triangle a ton in the opening. That's crazy. The triangle's literally flashing here. A love triangle. You without a shred of hope left. Yeah, this part of the opening is fucking insane. Hanekawa Tsubasa is a very important person to me. Final episode. That's dope. I would assume probably since spring break or golden week, one of the two. Damn, it is since spring break. Holy fuck, since the beginning. Ooh, we're getting flashes of spring break again here. We haven't gotten anything since that very first bit in the first episode. That the human vampire relationship story was the perfect thing to break her free from the life she was sick of. Oh. Yeah, I don't think any of those flashes there. Yeah, she was literally, I forgot! She was literally flashed in episode 1. That's crazy. During all that like crazy flashes and things like that, Hanakawa shows up in there. She does. To break her free, yeah, free from the life she was sick of. These are just flashes from that beginning first episode bit again. I edited that episode like just a few weeks ago, so it's still a little fresh in my mind. I expected him to meet Senjo Gahara. Yeah, Senjo Gahara move, like, Hanakawa was probably too nervous to make a move or anything like that, and, you know, as we've seen the way that Araragi looks at her, I don't even know if he would have accepted to date her because of how indebted he feels to her, and how that's barred him from feeling any romantic feelings for her. But yeah, he met Senjo Gahara, and within, like, I can't remember if the Hachikuji stuff, someone sent a timeline, maybe I should go look at that, but, you know, I am gonna go look at it because I forget how long it was until the Hachikuji stuff occurred after the first Hitagi Crab arc. Ah, here it is. Timeline, the May 8th to May 9th was the Hitagi Crab, May 14th to May 15th. So they'd only known each other for a week, and Senjo Gahara asked him out. That's crazy. Yep. She moved in immediately. But Hanakawa just couldn't get herself to do that. When it happened, Hanakawa was happy for me. That's what I thought. Yeah, she was harboring some deep feelings for you, and that's where the stress began, and then it just started compounding from there. But that must have been a lie too. I mean, isn't her whole life she's living effectively a lie? She's putting on a persona to be this great, you know, student, this leader student and all the above, so she can be as little of a burden to her parents who already treat her as one she can be. I think she talked about that a couple episodes ago at the beginning of her arc, in that flashback that we saw. So her whole personality is kind of a lie innately in and of itself. Maybe not her personality, you know what I mean? Like we saw her talking about the radio show. She's definitely kind of a goober, but you know what I mean, like the perfect student persona and things like that at school are definitely not innately true. The tear. Yeah, lying ass, that was a lie. Wrong. But then again, it might not be lies though. Like, she never told her feelings for him, so it's not like she was lying about not liking him or something. She never once said, like, to him, I don't like you like that, or something. That was never once a conversation they had, and so it's not like she lied about that, and it's possible that she could have conflicting feelings, be happy for Araragi that he found someone that he likes in Senjo Gahara, while also feeling awful because she herself likes him as well and can't be with him because of that. It's possible two things can be true at the same time. I don't know. Interesting. Now a performance by what? A performance by Gekidan Inukuri. Supernatural entity who happens to be a classmate. It is a chance for her to get the hell away from that life she fucking hates. Oh, I love the art style here. Then later he saves her life. She's convinced that it's love. It's interesting because from the way, I love how it's switched now to where she's in the mirror and this drawing of her is in the forefront. It's interesting because if he saved her life, he also very much considers and has made it clear several times that he believes she saved his life. I do think whenever he said that earlier that Hanakawa also made a point to be like, but you saved me too, or something like that, whenever he was talking about his debt he feels to her in episode 13. End of performance. Oh, that's so mean. Don't put it like that. Don't put it like that. She was probably just scared to make any moves or anything like that, and then whenever he gets with somebody else, she's obviously not the kind of person who's gonna go butt in and try and steal him or something. Absolutely not. That's so unlike her. It wouldn't be enough to spring you free. Well, it's everything. It's all you? Holy fuck. I thought it might have something to do with, like, you know, exams going on, her family, you know, trying to keep up this role model student and all the above, combined with this shit going on with Araragi would bring out the cat. But if it's just him, holy fuck, how much stress is he causing her that a supernatural oddity has to come in to try and save the day? That's crazy. Oh my god. And goddamn is she incredibly good at hiding it. Yeah, just. I don't like that. I like how they focused on his mouth and the way he was saying that to show that it was kind of an insensitive thing to say. It was a very insensitive thing to say from Araragi there. He's just really trying to not accept that she has feelings for him, because that, you know, everything that's happened with her kind of comes crashing down for him. Also the hands reaching out for him, and then pulling back after he says this. Yeah, that was a very insensitive thing to say. Damn, you got the cat pissed off for that one. Have you actually never really fallen for anyone? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, no, he does genuinely love Senjogahara, but... Damn, and she disappears. Yeah, but not like that. He feels a debt to her, but that debt is also precisely why he never fell in love with her, and you know, that's not something he wants to accept in exchange for his debt, because of the collateral of what that would cause. But yeah, no, he definitely does love Senjogahara, even if they did get into the relationship in like a week. He definitely does love her, but the difference is he can't understand how much a few months of love sickness, how much stress that can cause. He can't understand that because that didn't happen to him. He fell in love and got with Senjogahara within a week. That's so much different than months of love sickness building up. That's so much different. Araragi couldn't come to terms with you know, Hanekawa building up that much stress from him, not because he's never fallen for someone, but because he's never experienced that same level of love sickness before. He's never experienced it, so he had no way to understand. I didn't think I checked. Is this a longer episode? Oh yeah, this one's... wait. Okay, that's 25 minutes, so it's not that much longer than normal. Yeah, but that's not why he's dating Senjogahara. It's true. And yeah, she would not want to do something like that. Be like, oh, you have a debt to me? Date me then, and you'll get rid of your debt. She would not do that. She's literally heard about his debt for her several times now. She heard about it in episode 13, and she never attempted to make a move on it or anything like that. In fact, she tried to dismiss the debt. It's just a convenient excuse. Yeah, also, yeah, say how you truly feel, that you just don't love her like that. Because what he's saying there isn't incorrect, but it is also just an excuse to, you know, get to the root actual thing that he wants to say here, is I don't like her back. Yep, we literally saw the scene between Hachikuji. I've talked about that several times, where he openly stated he does not feel that way for Hanekawa. You're wrong, Hachikuji. Wow. Yes. I love everything. There's nothing I don't love about her. What the fuck is she setting up here? What on God's green earth is this girl setting up here? They left her. You guys probably should not have left her in charge of the cultural festival here. It's gonna be quite an experience. Ah, such a good scene there. I knew this was gonna be the outcome, no matter what. Damn, what a brutal way to put it. I mean, I guess you're not technically wrong, but what a brutal way to put it. Yeah, because if Hanekawa would have approached him and been like, I love you, things might have changed, where he developed romantic feelings for her, but he only ever saw her in a friendly light because he also thought that's how she saw him. So his feelings for her never blossomed, especially, you know, with his, you know, mindset of having a debt towards her. It's a very harsh way to put it, but it is innately true. Yeah, she's just pushing this role onto you. Denial voice dialogue. I guess, yeah, Hadaragi, you're not wrong. It's harsh, very harsh, but it's exactly true. Tons of people have gone through love sickness and never had to rely on an oddity to get through the stress of it. There's an insult to each one of them. Oh, you're kind-hearted enough to sacrifice yourself for a meowdily wounded vampire. So he saved Shinobu's life. I think that it was mentioned that he feels responsible for her and everything, where it's kind of implied that she saved him, and so he saved her. I can't wait for the Bakemonogatari movies. Those are about to be so good. And we can finally put into perspective the entire story from start to finish of Spring Break to current time in the series. Means no human is special. Yep, the triangle again. I guess we gotta find Shinobu then. Well, and I know that perfectly now well enough to not make that mistake again. That's interesting. Oh, we're back to the scene in episode 1. Maybe scolding her is a bit harsh in that case. Yeah, I was saying it might have been innately kind of true, but goddamn was it brutal and harsh to put it that way. She's just a poor girl going through love sickness for the first time and doesn't know how to deal with it, and then, you know, all the above. It's like her having to use an oddity is like a little much, you know, because all the other people who go through love sickness, but the way it was put was very harsh. I still do feel absolutely horrible for her, because like love sickness and heartbreak fucking suck. They suck so much. I feel like that's something else I was gonna say, but I love how I didn't even see that, but we've gone back to the scene in episode 1 and Hanekawa is speaking, but it's the cat's voice coming through. It's like they're discussing in the classroom here, and you have the first person shot with the pen or pencil. Not it's a pen. Nope. I think that was just a lie she made up, and I think Miss Cat here is going to tell him that was just a lie. Miss Black Hanekawa here. She must have been a victim because of that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she's thinking about whether to tell him about the fact that Hanekawa was lying to him about that. A knockoff vampire like you can't. So it is a thing, but Adaragi cannot use it. So I'm still correct in that Hanekawa was using it to cope with her feelings and use it as a way to push her feelings down and not have to acknowledge them and be like, it's just his charm that's affecting me. You know, if I just don't address it, they'll go away eventually or something like that. But in reality, the charm is a thing, but I'm still correct because he can't use it. Isn't a love potion like that anyway? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely not what Hanekawa. Yeah, no, this is not what she's going through. She's not a marionette. No. Nah. Not a single one. Yeah, no. It was a lie. She said, sorry, that was mean of me, because she was just making up some shit. One of those lies she supposedly never told. Ugh. A painful wish. Goddamn, this episode is so good, and we've just been standing. These two have been standing and talking for 12 minutes. It's so good. That wasn't much like my Meowster. I can take pride in it then. Yeah, you not some charm didn't make them fall in love with you because said charm just turns them into a puppet anyway. She actually genuinely fell in love with you to the events of Spring Break, even if you can't return the feelings. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the realistic hand. Yeah, if it's this late, it's fucking pitch black out. I know that obviously scenes are made more dramatic from Araragi's point of view, like the scene of him walking up the staircase when it's actually just like a 2-flight staircase. Walking up the giant spiral one. So I would assume they probably aren't actually on this big old dramatic roof here, but you know, it probably is still night out. There's one other way. Oh, so they're not on any roof at all. These are street lights. They made it seem like they were on a roof of a building, but these are fucking street lights. I didn't even clock that. You won't have enough of a shadow. They did show Araragi with like 3 split shadows earlier. Oh god. You won't have enough of a shadow. Oh my god. Jesus! Whoa! What the fuck is happening? Is she draining his energy? If you think you can get along with us, forget it. Ooh! And they changed the image of Hanekawa hugging him to she looks up and it's the cat hugging him. Oh fuck. So she's gonna drain his energy to get rid of it. Oh fuck me. Whoa, the hair changed to black. Yeah, if you were to kill Araragi by draining his energy, it would bring her back, but it would just immediately bring you back again because her stress would skyrocket because Araragi is dead and she has to question who the hell did that, only for them to find out it was probably her. No. Okay, yeah, this is how I know you're too dumb to think about the repercussions of your actions. You know, she herself has talked about the fact that she's not the smartest book in the smartest tool in the shed. I don't know what book. There's no metaphor to go with books and not metaphor, but you know, like term of phrase that people use. I was looking for tool in the shed and I said book. Whatever, doesn't matter. She's herself has said she's not the smartest tool in the shed, and this clearly showcases it because she's not thinking about the repercussions. If you get rid of Araragi, sure, the stress. You'll be able to drain his energy and the stress will go away. The second she finds out she was involved with his death, the fucking stress comes back and you're back with nothing having changed. In fact, it would probably be significantly worse, or Hanekawa could go to jail for murder. Hey! Whoa! She just licked him! She fucking licked him and it did that! It didn't fix a damn thing. Yeah. It's not. It's not just suck energy, stress gone. Listen, I didn't kill her parents. You think killing the parents was— oh my god. It's no use getting to an oddity. I gotta remember, she herself has made it clear countless times she doesn't want to become friendly with a human. And it's very clear her mind does not work in a human way. We attempted to come up with solutions like fall in love with her and everything like that. And when Araragi said he can't do that, we can't fucking find Shinobu. She's just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I want. Oh, Jesus. So this time she's going to make it clear and kill you. Absolutely sure. Shinobu, help! Shinobu, help! I wonder if I wonder if he maybe doesn't have cell phone service and somebody's found her or something, and that's why they haven't gotten in contact with him. Those are Hanekawa's thoughts, Hanekawa's words. Is he gonna give up his life to repay his debt? That's insane. God, he's barely awake. Yep. Senjugahara brought him back to life. Yeah, because didn't Senjugahara say something like, whoever kills you, I'll kill them, or something like that? Oh my god, he's still walking, despite all his energy being drained. Oh my god, this is fucking intense. I mean, it's not like Araragi, but you could just promise it, and then she goes away, and then you don't become Hanekawa's lover, because Hanekawa doesn't remember anything that happens while the cat is out anyway. You just promise it, she goes away, and then we come up with another solution to deal with it. You could take that route, but of course I don't think Araragi wants to lie like that. Did you say it's time to fade the music? Oh, face. That line shows up so quickly, it's hard to read. It's time to face the music. It's definitely a fun interpretation of what she actually says, because she says a pretty common Japanese phrase that has like a good direct translation. Oh, Jesus! Oh my God. Maybe one of them will return the favor. That's what I'm fucking hoping. Hoping someone found Shinobu. She's still looking for Shinobu? Oh God. No one's going to save me. It's not true. Oh, it's just calling out that he's puppeting what Oshino says there. Because Oshino says that constantly. People just go and get saved on their own. Just words, not how you feel. Kambaru looking around as well. But why should people who save others care? It's true. Every single one of these people would want to try and save Araragi. It's true. Every single one of them would. And are you gonna reject every single one of them? Yeah, because his whole thing is he doesn't want anything in return for saving these people. He's made that very clear to literally everybody. He had a whole talk back and forth with Senjo Gahara that was very goofy, but, you know, the bottom core thing is that he doesn't want anything for saving these people. He believes they're saving themselves on their own. All he's doing is showing them to Oshino to do so, and then they take that step to save themselves, and so he wants nothing out of it, and so he doesn't believe for a second that they would want to come and save him. And obviously Black Hanekawa here is telling him, who are you kidding? Do you know how many people would want to save you? Or are you going to reject every single one of them? If you died, yes. And everyone else. For example, if I died. There you go. The first time he's called... Holy shit, the speed! The speed in which she pulled up, and she's got a smile on her face. All she wanted, because he is her follower, is she wanted him to call out to her for help. That's all she wanted, was for him to call out to her for help. And I wonder if the reason, you know, like Shinobu glares at people and things like that, like she was glaring at Sengoku, is because it's once again an instance of Araragi going around helping people and things like that, and he'll never call for help on his own, so she's never needed because he is, as they've stated before, a follower of hers. We had a whole conversation about Shinobu with Oshino, where he was very vague and like shifted the conversation away and things like that from that topic. So yeah, for the first time ever, Araragi calls out. He's not just trying to do something to help somebody else. He calls out for help for once, and Shinobu immediately appears to save him. With the hat, with the speed. Whoa! Holy fuck, were the flips necessary? Dude, oh my god, the animation looks fucking insane. Holy shit. Was all the flips necessary? You couldn't have just dashed at Hanekawa and kicked her? She did a billion flips. Shinobu just showing off because Araragi finally decided to call her for help. That's probably why she sat in the corner just dead silent the entire time, because Araragi was going trying to help all these people and everything, and he never once called out to her for help. Because, you know, Araragi said, we clearly haven't seen everything that happened during spring break, but it's pretty heavily implied that she saved his life, and so he then saved her life, and he is claiming to be responsible for her, as he has done earlier in the season, and so he never wanted to look for her to help or anything like that, because he feels responsible, and he wants to be the, you know, the one who gives her blood and helps her and all the above. But it's a two-way street here. If you are a follower of her, she's going to want to help you as a vampire because you are one of her kin, essentially. And so finally Araragi for the first time has used that two-way street, and what do you know, she instantaneously shows up instead of just sitting in that corner and all the above. Instantaneously shows up to help him. She was just waiting. Holy shit. Even in this little kid form, she's still a beast. Can't even imagine what she was like in her adult form. Ow. Did she push her down by the tit? Or is that her shoulder? That's her shoulder. Oh my god. Gonna drain all that stress quick. If you're right under it like that, you won't have enough of a shadow. Oh my god! Black Hanekawa was trying to help him summon Shinobu. Oh my god, did she know that Shinobu was just lying in wait in his shadow? Was just waiting there. And so she was trying to get him to call for help. Holy shit, that's crazy. Yep, look at that smile on her face. She never wanted to kill him. She was holding him in the air for so long, she could have so easily snapped his neck or done anything like that so many times over. Though she licked his neck and it spurted blood, and that's all she did. I was gonna comment on it, but I was just like, maybe, you know, it's just dramatic and all the above. I was literally gonna comment on the fact that she wasn't killing him. She was just holding him there. I was so close to saying, like, she's just been holding him here and talking for a while, and what do you know? She was doing that on purpose to try to get him to call out for help from Shinobu, who she seemingly sensed was in his shadow just waiting for him. Wow, that's crazy. And Hanekawa returns. Oh, and she actually stopped. Gotta listen to her follower. She gonna speak? We've never heard her speak before. And she goes right back into his shadow. So she's just gonna lie and wait in his shadow from now on. I wonder if Oshino sensed that she was in his shadow as well and didn't know like what to do about it or something. So he just tried to shift the conversation. I feel like he even tried. I don't remember the exact conversation and how exactly the dialogue went, but it feels like he even tried to like hint to him or something. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. Like, he's bleeding a lot from his neck there, but he should be all right. Aw, yeah, that line made her very sad. You need to shape up. Oh. Oh god, this shit again. Oh. I love the scenes where we just randomly cut after an intense event and they're just like trying to shake him awake. Helped me and Hanekawa home. Why does it sound like a fucking helicopter? We're getting the helicopter POV. Went to the ruined cram school. Oshino's not here? Interesting. Oshino's not here. All the desks and shit that are usually in this room are gone too. The cultural festival time. Let's see what Senjo Gahara set up. How are you gonna interact with her now that you know she's deeply in love with you? Yeah, it seems to me like she doesn't remember, you know, the cat confessing for her. So you just have to act like there's nothing wrong. Yeah, it'll probably just flare up the stress again. It's true. Hello, Senjo Gahara. As much as I feel bad for Hanekawa, I do love Araragi and Senjo Gahara together. Really? They're so cute together. I did have a plan, in fact. My treasure this time. Aww, they're walking, holding hands together. Why are we all of a sudden here? I thought the episode was gonna be over, to be honest, but no, we still got a few minutes left. We're all going as a group here, okay. Trying to see if Oshino will ever show up. Interesting. It was seemingly, I don't think he's gonna just be gone for good, but it was seemingly setting up Araragi having to deal with these oddity issues on his own. Araragi himself and Oshino was trying to kind of get into a place where he can, you know, try and figure out things and help on his own and stuff like that. But I think if Oshino were to have left, he left way too early. Araragi is not prepped to handle everything. Yeah, I mean, he did mention this. Guess I just didn't think it'd be this soon. Was what he was smoking that like incense there or something, like a protective thing or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was like a protective thing so it could be in place while he left or something. Well, you did do that. He did exactly that. Ah, okay. He wasn't saying he wouldn't say goodbye. He was actively saying goodbye by saying that. Jesus, what a roundabout fucking way to do that. He never says goodbye. Can't deal with farewells. Interesting. Alright, I don't think Oshino's gone from the story for good. There's no way. But he's gone for now. Now it's gonna be... Now, going forward, obviously we're going back in time for the next 3 movies. But after that, it's gonna be Adaragi trying to solve shit on his own. Ah. He had faith in Adaragi. This helicopter shot again. God damn, this cinematic ass shot. I know it's like, you know, not actual helicopter. It's just like supposed to be like the cinematic shot of a helicopter. It's just funny. Nobody has words to describe him. He wasn't, that's a fact. I definitely agree. That's because he would never charge these girls very much. Apparently he charged Adaragi a ton, but that's also because they were dealing with a vampire, which as it's been described is like one of the highest level of oddities. But he charged these girls like nothing, or he would put it on Adaragi's tab or something like that. He was very much a big softie, I agree. Aww. Cute, but I'll be fine. In my own shadow, yeah, Shinobu's just chilling in there now. Oh god, what are they putting on? It does look like a very creepy haunted house. Look at them there, Hanekawa with the cat ears, Senjogahara with her staplers, and Adaragi as a vampire. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Is that a... No, that's not a swastika. It's gotta be the manji symbol, right? Or no, not the manji symbol, that's not what I meant. The symbol that's used in Tokyo Avengers that they blurred out because everybody was like, oh my god, it's a swastika, when it's not. It's not at all. It just happens, it's like an inverted one. No, a swastika goes the other direction, right? Or is she literally just... Yeah, no, that's not a swastika. Swastika goes to the other way, so no, that's not that. Hopefully I don't get fucking shadow banned for saying that. I don't... Because you have to be very careful when talking about, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I hope the word swastika is not going to do anything. It's fine. Let's see. So now we're going to go through all the previews. Or not the preview. Yeah, previews. Oh, we get a little final ED here. Such a great first season. It was a little slow getting into it and things like that. But by the end of the Hachikuji arc, I was really on board, and everything since then, the Kanbaru arc and everything like that has been fucking awesome. I will say, I think, as much as I like Sengoku, I feel like her arc is probably my least favorite. It felt the most straightforward in nature, comparatively speaking to all the other ones. But honestly, the subtle character development of all the characters is so fucking good. I love the twist that that Black Hanekawa was not trying to kill him at all. She was trying to get him to realize that Shinobu was there and call out for help on his own for once, because he just refuses to ever do that. So good. And the fact that Black Hanekawa was teaching him constantly, like, lessons and everything like that about, like, you know, you had people who would easily want to save you, and you're just gonna reject them that they want to do that. So good. And then obviously talking about like Hanekawa and her feelings, and I'm sure we're gonna come back to that her feelings are there. I'm sure that's not just something that's gonna disappear. I'm sure we're gonna come back to that at some point. But fucking awesome first season, man. I'm so excited to jump into the Bakemonogatari movies, like I said, to kind of get the whole encompassing thing of what's happened since the beginning to the current point here at the end of Hanekawa's arc. I'm excited to go and get that, but let's see, is there no preview? Is that it? That is it. There is no preview on this one. So we are now going to go back through every episode and watch all of the previews because you guys wanted me to go and get all the conversations that happen with his siblings, because it apparently builds up, you know, character development and things like that. So let's do that. We will go and start with episode 1. I'd be very curious to rewatch this and see how much foreshadowing there is and things like that. Karen and Tsukihi. We'll talk about worker ants. They really do, but only about 20% of them actually work. Wow. They're just gonna give us fun facts. The majority, 80%, don't work. Oh my god, they talk at the speed of light, which makes it easier said than done to understand what they're saying. You better bet she thinks. Okay, it's pushy PR fluff in the first place. Guess you can't exactly call them, oh god, the image of Sinjo got here. Guess you can't exactly call them slacker ants. I mean, the whole thing about ant colonies is that there's certain ones that have certain jobs and things like that. It's the same with like bee colonies and things like that. Alright, for the preview quiz. Heat and beat refers to me, but it refers to you, but what does and refer to here? What is the question you're even asking? Yeah, the correct answer is obviously ampersand. I'm lost. They lost me. They completely lost me by the end of that. Okay, here's the first one. These two have an interesting, goofy dynamic going on. I'm assuming, you know, the reason that people really want me to watch these previews is that these characters are going to have, you know, bigger... These sisters are going to show up more in the story later on. This is a shorter preview, I think. Only 38 seconds. Or the other one might have been the same length. I don't fucking know. Hello. People say jungle gym, right? I'm gonna be pausing a lot during these previews. I can't let them play out because I can't read and register. I can read that quickly. I cannot read and register at the speed that they are talking. Maybe people shouldn't though. A jungle, it's not a jungle. It's not a gym either. It's PR fluff. Is their whole bit gonna be that things are PR fluff? Yeah, I mean, it is a gym, technically. You can do, like, I don't know, acrobatic shit on it. It could be a gym, but it's definitely not a jungle. I don't know where the word jungle came from. And what kind of name would make you happy? Metal Special? How is that any better than Jungle Gym? Where does the special come from? You're a bus driver. I can't believe I'm the bus driver. 3 people get on at the first stop. Heck yeah, they did. What is the name of the person who drives your bus? Was there, once again, was there even a question in there? They said preview quiz and I don't think I got a single question out of that. Okay. Time for episode 3. It seems like all the previews are around like 30 seconds. So Shogi has the King General piece. Doesn't Jewel General seem like a fake King General? Where's the PR fluff? But apparently it was just the Jewel General at first, okay? The King General came from a typo, but then someone was like, aren't kings better than jewels? So now Jewel General is the piece the lower ranked player uses. Isn't that sad? Very sad. Our long-running preview quiz. It's only the yeah, only the 3rd time. Nope, you two have very much been described as not being twins. You are like a year apart. Is known as the twin constellation. Okay. They might not be twins though, just like us. Okay. They talk so fast, it's just like a lot. Alright, episode 4. And they're very goofy and funny though. Can do bands victory poses. Okay, this is kind of like, although the fucking trivia questions they ask are never actually questions, the stuff they tell us before is actually pretty interesting. Like, I'd never heard that about, I don't know anything about Shogi, so I'd never heard that before. I think Shogi was what they mentioned. God, they talk so fast, I'm forgetting things. And now we're talking about, you're talking about kendo here as well, which is something I don't know a lot about either. They banned victory poses. Cheering's banned too. Really? And they'd better not see you go hug someone after the— Jesus, what the hell? Nope, not your first preview quiz. So catering means delivering lots of food, yes. Doesn't it sound like a cell phone? Referring to the use of cell phones as catering? Oh, it must be like a Japanese thing where the words sound similar, because cell phone and catering doesn't sound anything like each other. Let me listen to this. Yeah, because I think cell phone is keita. Let me hear that again so I don't say it wrong. Keita, something like that, and catering sounds very similar. No catering on the train. Yeah, no serving food on a train. Yep, once again, not a quiz. They're just giving out more fun facts. Or their opinions on things, pretty much. There we get episode 5 now. Episode 5 was so good. Still a favorite episode of mine. I think my favorite episodes... You know what, I'll talk about that after when I talk about the season as a whole. Let's get the preview. It's just an empty area. No, I think she was talking about another species that spits ink. Not that they inhale ink. A dark thing expert? Yeah, the quiz that's never actually a quiz. Ball, and it's 4 balls you didn't... Ball. Yeah, yeah, okay. I read the first word as ball. It's butt, ball, and ball. It's 4 balls you just threw. Yep. So the batter gets on first base. No control. What was your 4th pitch? What? How would I? You didn't even. You didn't even once insinuate what one of the pitches could be. You just said ball. If it was a straight ball, you should be getting a strike on a straight ball or a fastball. I mean, I don't know why I said straight ball. They clearly said fastball. If you're throwing a fastball, you should be getting a strike. That's like the easiest pitch. Was the question too fast for you? It wasn't a question. Well, actually, for once there was a question. It just made no fucking sense. Alright, it was at 6 now. Okay, you're not each other this time. And people who drone on aren't robots. Top ranking is not the king. A loophole isn't really a hole. Better bet a schedule isn't a jewel. An elocution isn't erotic? Are brownie points something you can eat? Nope, they aren't. Does gaining a king's favor mean you owe him one? Isn't it really doesn't, yeah. Okay, they just randomly spouted a bunch of shit and now we're on to the quiz. I get what they were saying, but like... Okay, I honestly can't wait to have more of these two in the story. I just hope they don't talk this fucking fast all the time, because they're hilarious. No, not quiz? Oh shit, they talked too long. There wasn't time for a quiz. No, it's not a quiz. You once again did not ask a question. I can't say that was a quiz. Alright, it was at 7. Okay, in the tea club. Uji City, Kyoto is famous for its tea. Apparently in Uji, they have faucets that tea comes at. Well, that's dope as fuck. By the way, don't faucet, which is Jaguchi and Jacuzzi. Okay, so they actually did it this time because the cell phone and catering one didn't sound similar, but the Japanese word for cell phone, or the way you say it, sounds the same as catering. But this, they actually filled in by putting Jaguchi at the top, and so yes, they sound the same. Tell me more about those faucets in Uchi. Yeah, we can't just gloss over that really cool fact. Preview Izu. Izu is a riddle. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch these previews. God damn, these previews have so many spoilers in them, it's crazy. I'm glad I waited. I think somebody mentioned that later on in the series, the previews don't actually like show anything, and you can watch them without any issues. It would obviously refer to our brother, yes. But do you know about Saninbu calendar? Okay, so Koyomi is the word for calendar. Saninbu. It's a dreadful calendar that prophesizes days where if you build a house, it'll burn down and take the 3 closest houses with it. What the fuck? Of the brother of the fire sisters. Okay. That has nothing to do with your brother, though. Koyomi just means calendar. You guys added the word before it that made it this dreadful thing that burns down houses. The innate name Koyomi has nothing to do with the prior word you added on. And you could use that as a trick in a mystery novel. That'd be interesting. The killer is someone who built a house on Saninbu. Okay. Flashback quiz. Last time. Oh man, they're goofy. There's a lot of time left. I guess maybe they just accidentally had it. Oh no, they just had this running. Okay. All right, we're on to episode 9 now. The thing that we tell you you do tell us every single time. There's so many people who think my name is the Karen from Pure of Heart and Pretty, which is Junjo Karen. Okay, Junjo Karen. Many people. Karen, not Karen. It's Karen. Gotcha. Lock that in my brain. Understood. Isn't Cod's Karen? Yeah, no. I think my name is one of Matsuo Basho's poems. Many people. The Blistering Sun, which is... Oh, Atsuki... Yeah, Atsuki. Okay. Is gathered in the sea by Mogami River. Don't gather me in the sea. And she didn't know what poem she was referring to. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god, these two are just something else, man. They are something else. That once means once here. Once could keep going for a century. True, I guess. Episode 10. Suppose just who we are and introduce ourselves properly. Don't you do that literally every single time? Yeah, it's too late. It's past too late. It's been far too late. Yeah, it's episode 10 now. I imagine a lot of people who have been wondering on Earth who we are. No, we know who you are. Yeah, we know. Yep, got it. Okay, a third-year strategist in middle school and a second-year third-year fighter, second-year strategist. Together with the Fire Sisters. Yeah, you guys have quite a nickname. Oh, they switched. Oh, so they were being each other. Gotcha. I mean, I did. Well, I haven't heard you talk enough to register your different voices. It's also much easier to register different voices whenever you see the character actually speaking and you're not just hearing it. Preview quiz. Jesus. The preview quiz trying to guess who's who. That's actually a quiz this time because you can try to guess which one is speaking. For once, it was an actual quiz. All right, episode 11. Hello. Already reached the 11th preview. Yep. 11 is a plane number? She meant prime number? Certainly is plane. What is the definition of a plane number? You mean prime number. Natural number greater than one that is divisible by no natural numbers other than one in itself. I mean, yeah, that is just what a prime number is. How's that plane? Yeah, that's like the least plane number possible. Of a non-plane number, everything else? Yeah, they are plane. The non-plane numbers wrap around to being the most plane. The puzzles are in here. Quizzes are despicable. Transcendental number? Okay. Alright, episode 12 now. Is that a shorter preview? It's like a bit of a shorter preview. And karate sound like cafe latte. So as much as chiropractor sounds like helicopter. Do those sound the same? I guess the tour at the end is about the only thing that's the same. Nope, they're not even close to being related. Doesn't quiz sound like cream cheese? What are you two on? Beef stew sounds like meat hot pot. That doesn't... Part 3 sound like parfait. That one actually sounds kind of similar. Some of your other ones were so far off, it's crazy. Alright, episode 13. 2 more to go, because obviously there wasn't a preview for the finale. Oh, baseball. Did you think you can't question the ump? It's like a challenge in other sports, in like basketball or football, American football, or things like that, where you challenge it. You challenge the ref's call, they review it. If the ref was wrong, you keep your timeout. At least that's how it is in basketball and football. And if you, the coach that challenged, is wrong, you lose like a timeout as punishment for challenging something and being wrong. He said, please open your eyes. You had to have seen that was an out. Oh God, the amount of times I've heard that. And as it works, cutting. If you do it at the wrong time, you get ejected. Oh, so in baseball, it's different where you're not like officially challenging. You can just try and like plead with them and maybe they'll review it or something. Gotta hear you bum preview quiz. Preview squeeze. Squeeze means bunting. Squeeze, I don't get it. Get it all. Let's see. About to sacrifice bunt. I'm sorry. Squeezing, does that mean bunting? Do people refer to bunting as squeezing? I mean, I would assume people who didn't know what bunting is before this looked it up, but obviously bunting is a baseball move where you just put the bat out like this and just let the ball hit the bat. You don't actually swing at it. It's safe about a sacrifice bunt. Well, you're bunting to get people moving on the bases, even though you will probably get out at first base. Sacrificial, that's a paradox. Make up your mind. It's safe because it's a safe play to try to just get people moving. Being so vague makes it confusing. What's with a bunt where you try to stay safe while sacrificing yourself? Yeah, that wasn't even a quiz. That was just them complaining about bunting and, you know, it being referred to as a safety bunt and a sacrifice bunt. It means the runner to heaven, a failed bunt. Jesus. All right, final preview. These have been something for sure. So about bro, what about bro? Is it amazing how few friends he has? Damn! We shouldn't make a point of it. Don't bring it up. Yeah, you brought it up saying, isn't it crazy how few friends he has? But let's not make a point of it. Not having friends isn't lonely. Not having friends is lonely. Depends on how you look at it. Let's put loneliness positively. He's a soloist. Okay, they just make it sound like he's not actually lonely. He just likes being by himself, so he doesn't have a lot of friends. Makes loneliness sound better. You think they're a friend, but are they really? Yeah, Jesus. Damn, that was just, you know, talking about like probably referring to Hanekawa and Adanagi there. You think they're a friend, but are they really? Or are they a real friend? Interesting. And that is the last preview. Okay, time to talk about my thoughts on this season as a whole. Peak. Fuck, I got so, like, man, it was so good. Like I said, started off slow, but it really hooked me with the Hachikuji episode, and I have been locked in ever since. I've watched the last, I think, 6 episodes within like 3 or 4 days, so I've been really into it here. I'm so pumped to get into Bakemonogatari movies, and yeah, this is a banger, banger finale. Oshino's gone, so I wonder, I don't think he'll be gone for good. I have a feeling he'll come back at some point, but it does mean that any oddity situations with friends Adanagi is going to have to deal with on his own. And yeah, I'm pumped. I think my favorite episodes here of this first season were probably episode 5. I really liked Kambaru's last episode. Then I'd probably go episode 12. Episode 12 is probably my favorite episode of the entire show. And then this finale here is my next favorite. My 4 favorite episodes from the 15 to choose from: 5, 8. I think 8 is Kambaru's last episode. Yeah, 8, 12, 15 are probably my 4 favorite episodes. All of those were so damn good. And this finale here, you know, the cat, you know, Black Hanekawa saying she's not smart and all the above, but she did a really smart thing by baiting Adanagi into asking Shinobu for help after she seemingly sensed that she was in his shadow, and getting Adanagi to realize that he has others around him to help him and all the above who want to help him, and that it's not just a thing of like, you know, whatever it may be, like him rejecting their help and all the above, because he doesn't want them to like pay him back or something. But no, it's just these people like you and want to help you, want to save you and all of the above. So good. Such a good episode. Such a good finale to the season. Him and Senjo Gahara are adorable. I feel so bad for Hanekawa, and I have a feeling we're probably going to come back to that Hanekawa stuff. I highly doubt it's just zoop, and we're done. There's no way. But yeah, I'm super excited to get to the Bakemonogatari movies to find out what happened over spring break. So that will be next on the agenda. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Bakemonogatari season, I was going to say season 1, but just Bakemonogatari. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.